Welcome back to Limbus Company, Canto 9. Last time, we had a little encounter with both the ring and the middle, with very interesting results to both of them. Sinclair Mark antics, that's for sure, and Distortion Objective Gaming. Now, it's time to check in and see how Valencina is doing with Gregor and friends. Suddenly one day, that's a little worrying. Let me change these IDs out. What do I even throw on, though? I don't know. I'm not sure if it's gonna be Gregor, out of control, or if he's gonna be on our side. It's honestly probably gonna be like a little middle groundy, right? That makes the most sense. So I just keep it. I can't run Deviat. That's the thing, right? Could run Arcorp, I guess. You know what? Sure. I actually haven't used this unit, at all, since I don't think I used her Mirror Dungeon yet, so let's try. Let's give her a spin. Why not, right? Yeah, I get a charge and it doesn't get the indiscriminate on this, yeah. Okay. It's reindeer stuff. It should be self-explanatory. And then we'll just run Krokum on you still, sure, why not? That's probably fine. It was mostly just Devia was kind of killing herself, and if we only have two centers to play, that's going to be especially bad. Gah! This place is quite torn up now. Question mark, question mark, question mark for the thumb. Do we, break into a different room or something? I know, but insects like you better than anyone. Yeah, if you fought in the war, checks out. Poor little pests that gave up their human limbs for something infinitely more revolting. G-Corp's pride and joy, their pest weaponry. And Gregor was, kind of the figurehead of, the G-Corp war stuff, being on the flag and whatnot. They had 3 standard successes from what I recall. The Maggot Prince, the Moth Princess, and the Lord of Flies. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if Moth Princess was Greta or something, right? Greta? I think it's pronounced Greta, but it's spelled like Greet. I don't know. Lord of Flies, obviously, book reference. Maggot Prince, I don't know. Moth Princess, though, makes you wonder if it's Greta. I don't think of something up my resistance against gross stuff. But there was this rumor then, almost as unbelievable as an urban legend, that G-Corp had one more yet-to-be-seen 4th weapon. That one supposedly got stuck mid-hatch and failed to even break out of its husk. And look at that hairy kindness arm, tells me everything I need to know. Well, no one's ever known what the entity looked like, probably because no one survived the encounter to tell the tale. Well, it would have been a different story had it met me. But everyone had an idea of what insect that might be. There's the maggot, the moth, and the fly. There's one conspicuously missing vermin from that list, isn't there? Looks like I found the poor cockroach that never managed to hatch himself. Interesting if he's so unknown when he was, on the flag. I guess there wasn't known that it was, one of the super weapon stuffs. Right. You said you were a veteran in the Smoke War, too. Oh, yeah. Good old Smoke War. It's many, many unforgettable memories that I'm sure losers like you wouldn't agree. Jeez. Probably a good thing Otis isn't here. She'd probably have her own stuff to say. The smoke, the vicious organic fluids, the mist that tainted every breath of air. That day, I proudly wielded the bayoneted rifle bestowed upon me by La Famiglia Bognatelli. You know the sound you vermin make? That loud buzz of your bug wings. That noise is like a sound cue that let me know where to aim. Bullet in the chamber. Whenever I hear that noise, I'd aim there, stab the vermin right in its heart, then bang. Oh, here's another war story of mine. It's about this little guy who managed to dodge last minute to the side. Shot missed its heart, but it was still hit. Guess even bugs have survival instincts. Anyway, the vermin fell to the ground from the shock and curled up into a ball, all frozen up. A sight more pathetic than a roadkill. Want to hear what I did to it next? I wanted to have some fun. Took my sweet time and broke its legs off, one by one with the butt of my rifle. 4 limbs would have ended the fun too quickly. Oh yes. Luckily, this one had 6. Like, one goes, and it fights back, screaming. Like, 2 goes, and it starts to crawl away from me, on its belly, with its remaining legs. Like, 3 goes, and it starts bawling, drool and snot and what have you streaming down its face, doing something that looked like pleading, I think. And, oh boy, you want to hear this part. Like, 5 goes, and it just goes limp like it's dead. It doesn't even try to run, it just goes still and waits. And that's my favorite moment, really. State of complete capitulation, having discarded even its will to live, letting me do whatever I want to its body. But you can't possibly have the cheek to call me cruel. Your G-Group were far more messed up than I ever was, ripping people apart, cannibalizing them, and nothing but a swarm of messed up monsters. What? What was that? I can't hear what you're saying, insect. Stay back, I assume. It's gonna be like the scene on the subway. Stay away. Haha, there it is. The eyes are rolling back. You're almost at like 5 too, aren't you? Stay away from me. Oh. Ungeziefer razor. Old G-Corp. Hearken to our darkling wing beats as we make our nests in the shadows. The royals marching unchanging and eternal, even as they are loathed. And suddenly, one day, we shall appear from the comfort of your beds while you slumber in the warmth. And the collective clamor for life shall commence, screaming, thrashing until all becomes void, devoured, lashed piece by our mandibles. March, march, consume, procreate, consume, erase, regenerate, march. Oh, it's real. The worst one out of the 4. Yeah, you have this coming after what you're doing here. You had to hatch now, of all times? Greg, where the heck did you... Oh, hang on. Look over there. I hear someone, but... Oh, we're gonna have to deal with Gregor, aren't we? It looks like he might have just put down Valencina. I can't see any movements. Oi, Stubbles, you alright? Someone? It's not just someone, Heath. The sound. Huh? You hear that too, don't you? Skittering of countless legs swarming across the floor. Very Liger domain, huh? Very fitting. Is that really Greg? Purge, what do we do? I just need to know one thing, guide. You tell us to beat the shit out of him until he comes to his senses, and we'll do it. But we're not gonna kill him? We did with the last. We need to take better care of shoes with that hoity-toity researcher bloke, and even when I... But is that even something he can come back from? Not sure. That is no power. It's neither a distortion nor an ego, or anything remotely similar. It's a singularity, right? The effects of a singularity, I should say, the byproduct. Then, what is that supposed to be? Something that was to be, but never was. Something that is incubated within sinner number 13. And that has given dreams to things that should never be allowed to dream. And they have now begun to beat their wings toward total annihilation. Jeez. Like the wing cloak is very cool. And it's doing the thing where it's, you know, half his body, taking up his other arm too. It's the other half of his body's like the only part that's like untouched. Wait, Greg's eye. I just met his eye. Guys, that's just a molt or a pupa going through a metamorphosis. A word. We just have to peel it off him, then he'll be back. Right? I hope so. Sawed off with that, I hope so, mate. We'll just try till it works. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. God, a lot's happening in this Canto. I'm loving the focus on some other sinners a little bit. Because we still have a good chunk left that's going to be dedicated purely to Ryoshu, right? The darkest... The blackest dark plague. Protecting past roaches. Okay, so it's like, what's it called? It's like the thing Greta had in Ruina, right? Where it nullifies stats fixed a number of times. Spiders at turn end. Are you going to gain 50 each turn? So you're just immune to 50 debuffs each turn, effectively. They are baleful and stubborn, not to mention tenacious. 2,000 shield, 3,000 HP. Or watch the wings ever of past royalty. They're just doing whatever with these keywords at this point. It's kind of crazy. Definitely interesting stuff. Lord of Roaches, yeah. Okay, what do you got going on? Speaking of value does not affect coins of fixed to 50-50. So what does stand do? Okay, when you're low stand, you gain Clash Power Down and Power Down. And you gain Power Down from Panic, okay. Clash, win against sinners, lose SP, and deal less damage against them. So if you win the Clash, you lose SP and deal less damage. Are there really no more wrappings underneath? 50 each turn, gain 3 fewer every turn, max restriction 20, okay. Respond to the arena value and lose the same amount of passing past the arena value. Okay. Plus no combat phase, gain the following. There's 10 defense level down instead of it. Ooh. 2 resource reach at 3 -6. Okay, so we just want to inflict a bunch of debuffs on you. Interesting. Gain. Okay, your shield is based on how many protecting pests you have. Clash when inflict 3 hurting pest. Percent of max HP per stack. Jeez. Stack times 12 fixed damage. Lose stack of this effect, gain your boost for affinities. How do you lose it? It doesn't say anything about losing it, does it? Equal stack loss, max 15. So you just take 12 damage for each one, and you just lose max HP, jeez. 3 on Clash Wind and 1 on hit with skill, including Unbreakables, yep. Less damage from status effects, less tremor, can't be staggered due to this damage. And 2 power down for every 25% missing HP on the core. Ooh, okay. So we really want to weaken you so you do less. Okay, what do you have for skills right now? Oh, okay, we can see an excision coin. We can destroy unbreakable coins, does not break when Clash loses. Attack with this coin after being hit. Fire them breaking coin to 1. So it's... So it does not break upon Clash lose. But it's still effectively broken, right? If it's coin fire, then bring coin to 1. So it's just unbreakable coin upscale? Is that really it? Before was temporary unbreakable coin of the skills unit clashed with, so we just can't let you clash with unbreakable stuff, jeez. On hit, have the hurting pest on target. Ooh, okay. So we kind of want that to go through. On hit without cracking, absorb all positive effects. Probably means... Oh, this means, like, we've got another thing like, Dawn Grant Who Denies All that can steal the positive effects from us. That's probably really funny for antics. Emperor's Vlogging. Charge, yeah, sure. Quaking, Tremor. Infest, just random thingies, yeah, sure. Okay, what are you clashing with? Those three, I don't think we can change that, can we? That's unbreakable, so I guess that's fine, right? We just have to worry about these. Oh! We cannot worry about those. Are you doing other stuff here, or is it just the same stuff? Yeah, look at these rolls, and, yeah, even you're gonna have some issues here, aren't you? 49 roll and the Emperor's quaking, huh? This is... What level is he? 90, jeez, okay. He's, like, tied with Virgilius, This is really for, like, the highest level. What level was Amontillon's Don Quixote? Was he 90? I think so. Probably. Okay, well. Yeah, I'm not sure about this stuff. So if we try clashing with these, will it get redirected? Will you... Okay, so you will actually go left. The first time we fought with Virgilius on our side, this Canto, there was a weird thing where if he was targeting the rightmost ones, he wouldn't change his targets. Yeah, I'm just really not sure what to do here. Messy fight, that's for sure. Like, we don't have any better odds of beating those. We just need to hope for the best. Oh, we probably shouldn't let you... We probably need to clash away Emperor's Devouring. I think that'll probably be pretty reasonable of a choice to go for. What's your defensive skill? Normal defense. That's actually really good to have. Yeah, you take the Emperor's Devouring. Then you'll deal with that one instead. That's probably better. And we can just one-side him a bunch. Is that the best play? Yeah, I think so, right? Because we want to debuff you a bunch. So we just hit you a bunch, take that away. We'll be one-sided a little bit. Should be fine. We've got the 600 shield, right? We're going to be taking a lot of damage, like, each turn just because of the effects of the, like, hurting pests. Or hunting pests, was it? Was it hurting? I think it was hurting, actually. I think that was right. Kind of wish you were using silence on the tremor skill, but whatever. If it works, it works. Okay, we win these. That's good. I got some hot chocolate here, so I can sip away and watch as the horrors unfold. Okay. We got close. Yeah, we did almost enough debuffs there. I guess there's definitely some guys that'll be pretty good. You're probably pretty solid for this, a bunch of random debuffs, that sort of thing. How are you doing on charge? Oh, did he steal your charge? Ugh. I didn't think about that, yeah. That's the issue with Emperor's Devouring, isn't it? Okay, you win that clash, though. You do not beat an Emperor's Flogging with that one, though. Oh, boy. That's fine, that's probably fine. Like, can we... What antics can we get? Like, if we do this, can we get you to do something else on that skill? Or I don't think so. Yeah, I don't like the struggling. They're being coming for a little bit here. That's okay. Rule of the back streets isn't even that good for us, unfortunately. I'd like you to redirect one of those away just so that you're not being doubled up. Yeah, this isn't gonna be too good, is it? I don't think Body Sack wins these. Yeah, I know. Issue is, Sanity doesn't affect his coin roll chances, right? That's what it was saying, it's always set to 50-50. Okay, I was worried for a second there. I don't know if he can actually steal Shin. Probably not, right? I think, like, I know, like, Thumb or So's Shin was set to be, like, unstealable. Okay, win that Clash, good stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if Virgilius was set to be unstealable, too. Okay, your Sanity's getting low, though, so that's good. Whenever he wins a Clash, he does lose Sanity, so that does help us out. I think that's enough to go into low morale territory, which means you get some debuffs. Very good if so. 5 left? Is this enough? No, there's 1. Really? You have 1 Roach left. That is sad. Yeah, we were so close to breaking through the Roach shield. That's fine. Eight Clash Power down this turn. Yeah. You only have 1 part, right? Yeah, just had to make sure. So now we can actually clash some things? We can actually clash Emperor's Devouring now. Interesting. And you've got enough charge you can go for one of these, can't you? Single charge count? Yeah, okay. We'll Mind Whip something here. Finally get some sanity up, that's nice. And you can clash those ones. Do you think they can do that decently? I don't know if we do. Let's go for the neutral then. Actually, we could Body Sack it. Move and Reg, eh. I think a Body Sack's not bad. Get some buffs. We should be able to get enough debuffs going here, I think. Actually, I guess Body Sack doesn't debuff, does it? That's the issue with using it over just trying to get more debuffs stacked. Yeah, I don't know if we can break through Roach Shield this turn, then. I don't know, it kind of should be, like, similar enough to previous turns. So, Mind Whip should be a bunch of sinking, right? I believe so. I didn't look at how much it has, but it should be pretty good on that front. Okay, we lost the Clash with Body Sack anyways. That's fine. Okay, we lost the Emperor Devouring, so this means you steal effects. You don't steal ampules, that's good to note. I actually probably figured that already, because otherwise you would have stolen them already. Okay. Well, there goes our Mind Whip. Did it still consume all the charge? Yeah, it did. Okay, that was a little unfortunate. Okay, ego time? Yep. And not be bound by it. Gregory's strong enough that, for attachment to manifest the ego for this god. Makes enough sense. No wonder Hohenheim said he was... Kill me. Yeah, there's this negative sanity stuff going on. You should be clashable right now. You're going to recover next turn, so that's going to be a problem. Do I just one-sides this, though, and just take these? I mean, I feel like I probably should. Right. Based on the fact that we, like, were not winning clashes last turn, even the ones that were decent chances. I guess we'll have you go for that. Just get some sanity up, maybe. God. Now Verge is, like, rolling really well, thanks to Ego State. Maybe I should look to see if that's changed at all. Kind of doesn't show us when they update things for ally units, though. That's what I've noticed. Like, green coins are just red coin power scaling. Like, that's kind of sad. Yeah, like, this is why I wasn't flashing too much, god. We've got enough charge that, like, no matter what, we can safely pop Mind Whips now, so that's good at least. Are you out of roaches? You are out of roaches, that's good. Stacking some bleed on you, wowie. Not a lot. Kurokumo Heath on his own is kind of sad, but you know, it's fine. He's okay. He lives these. Okay, broke through your shield, so he's definitely doing some solid damage to Verge. Emperor Shield, take 50% less damage from the targeted unit's attack skills. Okay, so we want to redirect that away so you can do more damage. Simple enough. But you've got no shield this turn. We'll take Whip and Fist, I think. Wait, no, we don't want to do that. We need to take this away. And it'll just be the first thing that attacks it, right? So it doesn't matter what we choose. Wowie. Actually, I guess this means we could try popping again. Pursuance or Indican Trial or something. It's not really worth it. I'd kind of prefer having my sanity up. Do we have Yasunyata? Oh, we do have Yasunyata, actually. Get some sanity up. Yeah, that's worth it. And now, because we redirected this away, you're not going to take the half damage from Virgilia, so he can definitely chip away at you a good chunk. This turn you're high sanity, but it's a good enough turn for you to be high sanity, right? Since you're not going for a lot of attacks because you just broke your shield. So it should work out overall. Okay, yeah, figured as much, that's fine. 6 charge potency. Hana, 2. Okay. And you're down to low sanity again, so that's good. I believe that's fine. God, you've got a lot of hurting pests. Which skill is it that reduces the pests? Oh, it's the devouring. That's probably worth it. Yeah. To try and get rid of some of your pests. Neutral. Do I bother going for some of these clashes? Because they say neutral, but I'm kind of like doubting it anyways. And I'll go for it, right? To live a little. Kind of really want to get some sanity up on these guys, even if I know the odds aren't super good. And you've got 35 protecting fast, so we can lose a few skills and still have decent odds of getting rid of it. We don't have any mind whips this turn, so that's like our really big way of getting rid of your pests. But you know, Ridge also does a bunch of bleed into burn, so that works well too. Speaking of a lot of bleed, Virgilius is bleeding a little bit, it seems. Abominable skittering echo outside the window. This Canto is just so... It's very overwhelming in what's happened so far, because we haven't even gotten to the actual final boss yet. We haven't even gotten to, like, the Millie song. Like, there's still some real notable stuff upcoming. Nice. There's our sanity. Okay, you're doing a bit of sanity damage, but that's fine. Cool. A little close there, but you know, he's always got the 50-50 chances, so it's good at least. And halved our roaches down from 30 to 15. Hmm. Okay, Roach Shield down again. So you're going for this, and the Reign of the Emperor is finally coming to a close. That's the hope. If you're dominating all this, we just need to worry about this, so it means that Energy Strike's gonna deal with it. Actually, it's dominating, huh? Not bad. Just attack this turn, I think. Seems like Rodion might actually win that clash, which means more sanity, which is good. Really funny how villains, you know, just got, like, killed in a cutscene without us having to fight her again, compared to the other Nurse Fathers getting a second fight. Oh, almost staggered? Is that the threshold for where the fight ends? Yep. Oh, not where the fight ends, where the phase ends. Okay, you're back up to 50. Phase 94 when stagger, current stagger, removal, negative effects, and gain new pattern. 50% second press, double amount of applicable pattern. It doesn't, it says you gain 50, but it doesn't say you'll, I think every subsequent turn you might not get as much, right, depending on how this goes. What do you have this turn? Oh, geez, okay. Emperor's Excision. Oh, you're using unbreakable things. Okay, so you cannot deal with the green coins right now because you are unbreakable, man. I like how they made the green coin skills gluttony just for the, you know, just to make it accurate. Unfortunately, we're not going to win a lot of clashes this turn, I don't think. Well, that's fine. Let's try Bindsing or something, right? See how that goes. I mean, we're going to roll tails, so the odds of it going well aren't exactly great. We can bind to that. We could... I wish I had Sanguine Desire instead of that, but oh well. Do we bother doing anything about these ones, or do we just let them go through? Oh, I feel like we just let them go through and just attack you a bunch, right? That's probably the better option. Yeah, let's go for that. A lot of pests on Verge, but we kind of... Now that he's, like, spamming Unbreakable Coins Verge, we cannot really have the chance to, deal with the thing that halves the pests, right? Since that thing gains 2 mana power against Unbreakable Coins. And we do not want that. Funeral for a Dead Blood Fiend. Huh. I should look at his skills, I think. Because I think this is more info about Verge's eyes, which seem taken from a Blood Fiend to some degree. Funeral for a Dead Blood Fiend. I don't know. I don't know what Blood Fiend and Verge would be super familiar with, right? Not one that we know, I don't think. Well, Binds is goated, so that's nice. You're also a little close to corroding, and you're going to lose 10 Sind each turn because of the binds. That's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Okay, well, we almost won with that. So it's a thought that counts. Mind Whip is good. Sinking stuff. Good Roach debuff. 37 hurting pests at Rodion, by the way. That's a couple. And now, I think it's mostly Verge being beat up a bit, right? And he's bulky enough that he can handle it, I think. Does mean he's getting a lot of hurting roaches, or hurting pests, but that's fine. Negative 41. You're corroding, yeah. That's not good. Okay, you're weak in this turn. You've got all the Clash power down. You're still winning that. Okay, that's funny. We need to redirect all those away, though. Oh, you're too slow to redirect those. That's fine. Well, if you deal with those, then you deal with that, you deal with that, you deal with that. We just need to redirect that one away, and that works. Okay, cool. Looks good. We should be able to do a lot of damage with Verge this turn. He's just straight up not getting shield because of having 50 hurting pests. Yeah. Well, it happens. What was G-Corp up to with this? Like, I get, like, big war weapon, Thurman, that sort of thing. Unpacking the gift, huh? Nice. Okay, we win that. That's good. Get some Sandy back for Rodion, so that's good. Okay. You're already at negative 45, so we can't get your Sandy off it, unfortunately. You corrode into binds, most likely, and that's not good. Okay, at least you're only doing one of them. Are you just not going for Virgilius with this one? That's really funny. Oh, you're not going for just either of them. Yeah, so what are you doing with your skills? Funeral for a dead blood fiend. Blinding blood. Blinding can also be piercing. Can also, of course, be used to blind, okay? Sounds like someone teaching Virgilius. This dead blood fiend, I assume. Eternal bleeding. Yeah, otherwise it's a lot of the samey type skills. Guide the red gaze. Inflict 3 by different enemies with more HP. Oh, we have a name for his ego. Lavacrum sanguinis. I know sanguinis is blood, right? Like sanguine. Lavacrum. He's immune to bleed damage. Oh, okay. I was wondering about the bleed. Yeah, that makes sense. Very cool. Well, you need to be on redirection duty then, if Heathcliff is busy sleeping on the job. Redirect those away, you deal with those. That's a one-sided for Rhodium, that's fine. Alright, and we gotta just throw these out there just to... because you still need to do that every time. 30 pests, yeah. Those should go down pretty easily. Verge alone deals with all those pests, I think. We definitely take you down next turn. Because you run out of pests here. Next turn you're going to have no shield. And then we should be able to deal with you. Next turn we'll have Heath back, and he'll be neutral Sandy, which is, you know, better than he's been most of this fight. He's doing his best, okay? I understand that. I just wish his best was better. We are at 10 charge potency now, so that's nice. As long as you keep on rolling tails, we'll definitely keep on winning clashes. Because your clashes have really low base power, but still decent coin power, it seems, at this point. Which means that, you know, if you break them, they do, like, nothing, but... very funny. Okay, yeah, here's the binds. Here's the kicker. And then he kicks us. We've almost peeled off the mold, you know? Only so much left. Ooh, there's a stagger on you. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh, it means we can't... What is this? Sun, don't ready to go for the heart, jeez. Is this like kill the target or something? Are you doing this on... No, you're doing it there. Oh, it is attack, wait, yeah. Clash just gain 5 fragile next turn. Well, let's focus on redirecting first and foremost. So we want to redirect that away. We need to redirect that away. 1 speed. Okay, so we can't redirect this away, which is an issue. Binds moment. And we've got nothing that actually wins any clashes against you. Yeah, you're not debuffed this turn because you just recovered from panic. This means you can't redirect this away either. This isn't too good. Half damage should still be decent though, right? I don't know. So close. That's tragic. Yeah, you steal buffs now. Do not steal Shin. That's good to know. I assumed as much. I wasn't really expecting you to steal Shin. Okay, cool. It was still enough. Okay, we got our egos. Oh. And then, of course, Bang time. Ooh, that might have done it. Well, that's a victory. Okay, yeah. Level 90. I see why, you know, he's a potential man for a reason. He's back to normal, right? It was only possible because he hadn't fully metamorphosed yet. We were fortunate. Now even Stubble's giving us grief. At least he shook off those bloody insects. Our work's done here, yeah? Seriously, I'm done. Totally tapped out. The whole fight messed me up inside out. How are you doing, Verge? You sound extra beat. Unlike you sinners, I cannot be revived and brought back to full strength. This is taking a toll on me, too. This troublesome variable must have caused quite the headache for Manager Dante as well. Yeah, Dante is busy dealing with helping every single group at the same time. Well, according to plan, the manager will be summoning you shortly. Be ready and steal your nerves for all the good that'll do. Yeah, Cluck and the other team should be almost done with their side of things by now. They ought to be doing fine, right? I mean, the things were pretty peachy for us too, right up until what happened to Greg. Oh boy. Are we still gonna have one more, like, fight? Are we gonna, like, finish off our fight with Shiomi? And then afterwards, when we're about to deal with the re-end, that's when we summon all the sinners? Waiting. Okay, just a story thing now. Yeah, we're kind of going, like, zigzaggy now. This is gonna be about Sora, I assume, since Sora didn't show up at all with re-end. She didn't even show up in, like, the cutscene. Oh! Oh god. Jamila's dead. Yep, okay. Oh, Scythe. Yeah, that's cool. That was like very Furiosu Durandal. And it seems like it's very intentional, the rolling parallels. Like, I think the sword that, like, can, like, the weapon that can change form, like, the shadowy, like, weapon that changes different forms sort of thing, definitely feels like a very much bootleg, like, Gloves of the Black Silence, right, to some degree. Very interesting what's going on with Rian. I guess I'll talk about it more, but bootleg Roland for a reason. I'm not quite used to this weapon form yet. So I may have made you suffer needlessly. Malfunction? Yep. Their suits were sabotaged! That's not my doing. I didn't have any reason to repair a trap like that. You should have taken better care of your weapons when you had the time. Weapons that fail when they actually matter are no weapons at all. No need to overthink it. Fortune happened to land on my side. That's all there is to it. Let's see. I suppose all that's left is to wait. Okay, short little cutscene there, just showing, you know, him dispatching Jamil and stuff. Jamil's probably fine, right? Probably, like, we'll get ampuled back. As we've seen commonly happens with those group. Pity. Okay, after this we'll have done a checkup on each of the fingers. Curious what this will exactly entail, right? It's okay, yeah, just progressing the Ryosha stuff. Makes sense. It's a thread. Ryosha wraps her fingers around the sword that pierced through the pinky nurse father. Oh yeah, right, because you just stabbed her. I forgot about that. When I mentioned continuing our fight, I forgot we kind of did just stab her through the heart. The blade that unravels into a single thread in her hand. Children can sense it, as if by instinct. Who loves them, who despises them, who means them harm, and who gives them care. The nurse fathers raised me. Ticket! Ever boil rice into a bowl of vodka? Each in their own distinct way. Very distinct. Darling, which story shall I read to you today? Each unchanging and uncompromising. Hey, buddy! Just say the word if you've got your eye on something. That'll get the whole shelf for you. Each with a different measure of affection. Now, please take this lesson to your heart. Upon the rock of knowledge are beauty and strength built. Your studies have experience now, Yoshihide, so you may one day create a gallery of your own. Each with their own portion of care. Don't you dare smile. I suffer in such misery, it's only fair that you suffer too. In spite of it all, they were my parents. A tiny life jerks and twists in my hands. Relies on me, it welcomes me, its eyes follow every movement I make. Is that the tortoise spiral? It cannot survive on its own. Without my care, its time will come to a premature end. Is this about the dog they mentioned? That feeling is called pity. I assume the dog was killed because they mentioned like there being a dog before Araya, and how they said something about like Araya meeting the same fate as it. Pity? What's that? Remember the book we read yesterday? The snake swallows the frog. Oh, is this like what? Like the snake, you know, uses the frog to cross the river. The frog's like, oh, you're gonna eat me. The snake's like, no, I won't eat you. If I eat you, we both drown. And then they swim, and then the snake eats the frog anyway, and they both drown. But wails loudly when it feels the frog thrashing in its throat. I don't think that story is about a snake and a frog, but it's something in a frog. Yeah. Snake cries because it feels pity. Snake pities the frog, knowing the pain the prey will suffer as it's devoured. It's grieving because the frog's life will be cut short. Okay. Do my other dads feel that way for me too? No. I don't know if... I don't think many of us are even capable of pity. Because this is the house of spiders, darling. And spiders hunt. Hunt. I have to do it too, right? With this sword. Yes, when the time comes. But it's weird. Why am I not allowed to pull the sword out? It's always sheathed. That too. You'll know when the time comes. Am I gonna get a magic beeper like yours someday, Dad? The beeper tells you everything, right? You won't be getting one, no. Okay. But I can still feel pity. Only I can. So may I please keep Saru? Yeah, the dog. You may, but I don't recommend it. Let something you cherish take root in your heart, and will carve out a gaping hole far larger than itself when it's taken away. His words were always gently. The subtle tone of detached observation betrayed that pretense. But back then I was exhausted from the endless barrage of biting remarks from the other nurse fathers. So I was drawn to his cryptic way of speaking. For me, at least, I thought there was a certain warmth in it. Yep. A genuine intention to convey something to me. No. No. Do you believe you can back out of this with a simple no? I recall you bragging rather confidently that you had beaten that attitude out of her, Valencina. What happened? Ha! Hello, the back's practically cut from your cloth, you know. Must have gotten that nasty bit from you. Come on, guys. The kid's right here, you know. Rhea, give me that. Still don't know your way around Rian. That creates one of the finger unless you name exactly what you need. Give me Xenon's tortoise spiral. Yep. Here you go. Oh. Saru. Saru. You know how to unlock it, yes? You'll get the password once you return with the job done. Delay, and Saru will die. Do you understand what it means to die? What it means to cut deep enough to kill? And know precisely how and where to stab to snuff out a life with a single thrust. Poor dog. All things that you know from hours I spent practicing on dummies, or on targets, dummies, mannequins, and chunks of flesh. Her. Someone I'm not acquainted with. An orange suit. I don't know. What dreadful fashion sense. Target was an employee of a sizable bank. I didn't know anything beyond that. Didn't need to know. By then I came to understand what it means to die. To die is to have it all end. The password. Now. Did you cut the target down? It's only been 2 hours. The password. How do you get past the fixers who were guarding the target? Cut them all dead. Doesn't matter how. She was staring me down with a pure look in her eyes and her mouth. Her mouth opened with an equally inexplicable expression. Perhaps it was a laugh, or the opposite. I had no way of knowing it. Is it too late? Yeah. Saru was spared as promised. Oh. But every time she breathed, I could hear her wheeze and struggle for air. Wasn't enough. And her tail no longer wagged with delight when she saw me. Aww. Yoshide, I've prepared a little something to celebrate your birthday. The name I've bestowed on this sword is Beastbone Blade Saru. Oh. An adorable size to perfectly fit the grip of your palms. That's... One day, Yoshide, I would like to have a child of my own, a child completed with my flesh and blood. I eagerly await that moment with every passing day. The sensation at the hilt of my palm was the kind of pure love that only he could impart. It wasn't the first time I felt something like that. A whiff of booze clinging to her and the bruises she left in my body. The warm tone of the voice that never hesitated to read me, even though the man always made it to a point to shut the book before the ending. The desire to see me walk only the comfortable path, which came with possession so fierce that it was sated only by dooming into the pits of hell all those who got between him and that goal. The passion to shape me into the only being in the world who understands him by pouring into me every bit of artistic knowledge he possessed. And the desolate screams of she who could not bear to meet my gaze, or of me meet hers. These 5 threads twined to make a rope that binds me into who I am. And the rope is laid along the road too. Oh, this? Sweetheart, this is called a spiral. Once it is lodged into the body, even the slightest movement will make it burrow deeper into the flesh, forcing the victim to remain perfectly still. It may not sting any worse than the prick of a thorn at first, but the more you try to yank it free, the further it will drill into the body. But no matter how much it keeps taking in, it will never make it to the other side. The closer it gets to the end, the slower it becomes. It can never meet its end point. You know what else shares that property? Doubt. No, Dad. It's freeze tag. What's freeze tag? It's like a game where when you're frozen, they tag you and say unfreeze, then you can start moving again. I see. Then I'll keep waiting until my darling daughter decides to unfreeze me. I couldn't understand what he meant at the time. The spiral that pierced Saru was then used to pierce dozens more lives, and then dozens after that. Until one day, a stake of doubt, shaped just like that spiral, lodged itself in me as well. The threads became knots, endlessly tangling and winding into a jumbled clue. Look, Mommy, I made a spider web. But if you twist it like this, oh yeah, this thingy. Ta-da! It becomes a ladder. Cool, right? Are you bored? Nuh-uh. I can totally play on my own. Don't you want to go to school? Whoa! I wanna! Or I must have been around 8 years old back then. When I saw the twinkle in those eyes, I suddenly craved the cigs I'd quit, and strangely enough didn't miss them all at the same time. My stomach lurched and it felt like I was falling into an endless pit. I'd never once thought of wanting to go to school. But I wonder, if someone had asked me the same question long ago, would I have been just as excited? Look, Mommy! It's the Randosaurus that's all the rage lately! I know. I'm the one who bought it for you. I can put textbooks in here. Pencil case goes here, my name tag goes here, and the lunchbox goes... What would happen if she went to school? Like any other 8-year-old, she'd begin learning how to read and write. Before I even know it, she'd be all grown up. She'd always love music, so I'm sure her hands will carry not a dagger, but a stylish chic guitar case. Oh. A grown-up. Will she ever get to be one? That's when my vision opened. And I could finally see it. We've been caught in the middle of the spider web. With 5 fingers, huh? All along. Why did the nurse fathers let her eye into the house of spiders without asking for anything in return in the first place? When had that house ever been a place of such a mercy, granting charity without exacting a price or a demand? Class wrapped up without a hitch, you know. Well, it wasn't so easy, was it? Bayonets, gunblades, all of them fancy doohickey golf some tricky timing. Must have been mighty hard for you to keep up, kiddo. It wasn't. You can get away if we're done here. Hot damn, look at you, always giving me the evil eye. You sure do. One of those days you'll end up stabbing me before you're done, I swear. Hey, Yoshide, you got talent. You best polish it up real good, you hear? Let's see here. Next up, well, hot diggity. All kinds of folks showing up to tutor you today. Guess plenty of fellers are looking forward to this. That old blood-fiend elder from the Ring's coming in person. This feller over here ain't got a clue who that is. Must be one of them pinkies. Interesting. Ha, ain't that a hoot? How these devils get all this idea just months after the finger of Bobo? I'm sure that them's the same ones who were busy raising hell out on the outskirts strife not long ago. Ah. Yeah, so during Ruina, it's briefly mentioned the reason why it's only the thumb and the index messing around in L-Corp's nest is because they mentioned, like, there being the other fingers being caught in some sort of, like, battle in the outskirts. So I guess this is shortly after that's going on in Ruina. Well, can't deny that they're the real deal. Least thing you'll learn things even the nurse fathers can't teach. You're gonna keep yapping? Fine, I'll leave. Now, what's the rush? I know you still got time to spare. By the way, that relic of yours, that sword, they say it's something real special, ain't it? Heard tell except for that pinky snake Dehui star, all them hotchers who tried out sheathing it got ruined for life. Freeze the empty blade from the scabbard and let me see it go swing. Just one look and I'll let you swing this here Tiantui Star's blade of mine a couple of times. How about it? You think I'll trust a word from you ever again? Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. Sure thing. Ain't fallen for it twice, huh? Figured you'd forgotten all them old memories like old peanut shells. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles, ain't it? Just wanted to get a peek while I trained. Didn't know the kiddo's mind would fly every which way. I could have tried to come up with a better excuse then. I didn't know. Looks like we'll have to put a lock on the scab from now, so it only opens with the collective permission of all 5 Nurse Fathers. So it's his fault. I'll come to think it's already been 3 years since he started coming here, hasn't it? 3 years, been more like 5. Ah, ain't you smooth? It's because you been kind of checking out how I'm doing. Listen, my poor old heart can't handle hearing that beeping no more. I was getting me thinking it's a prescript telling me to crack my head open like a watermelon. Of course not, and even I did want to split your head open like a watermelon. I need to take a chance for the right weapon to come out, or... Chance for the right weapon? So wait, you can't even control it? It's just kind of randomish what weapon you manifest into? Yeah, my bad for even trying to quip with ya. Dad. Sarah's wheezing, like the air's leaking out of her. I see you've regressed to that moment. Don't worry, Saru's resting peacefully in your hands. Okay. I don't want any part in whatever it is any of you tutors are scheming. I'll never draw myself to satisfy the cheap curiosity of yours. So give up, shut up, and... Mommy, guess what I learned at school today? Get inside. Well now, who's this little tot? Hello, my name is Araya, and there's this letter I learned at school today, and... I said get inside, Araya. Alright, sugar, you run around and play now, here? Okay. Oh, Fiddlesticks, now that really hurts a man's heart. Could he at least let the kid say hi to Uncle Lei Hang? I told you to... So that Peanut's your leash, huh? What? Figured as much. You're holding on tight to that, kid. Them spider fellows sure are sharp as a tack. Is this just more of your... Well, we know that when Ryoshu found Araya, we know she was going through, like, some sort of laboratory that Rian had already, like, combed through. And it was some sort of weird, like, she's some sort of, like, bioweapon to some degree, right? So it's weird and all. Or can you back it up? Ain't that a fine mouth you got talking to your teacher? What's the matter anyway? I already kicked the bucket. The lessons I taught you, those were real, you hear? You still following that thread tied to you? Hang on tightly, your life depends on the kiddo. I ain't helping if you lose your way. Is this... I'm trying to think if this is, like, not actual memory Hang, and it's just, like, some sort of weird, like, hallucination-y stuff at this point. I already kicked the bucket. That's not it. That's not how you shorten it. W-I? What? It means, what do you mean it's not? No. You're doing it wrong, Mommy. Just follow after me. Mommy, I-L-Y, so much. You didn't get it, did you? Nope. Have some watermelon, Araya. You're supposed to say H-S-W-A. That doesn't work. Anyway, let's try again later. Across the fading serene, lights scatter and gather endlessly. The kaleidoscopic light projecting the wall leaves me mesmerized, and my stomach begins to churn again. It's pretty, right, Mommy? Yeah. Little drawing of watermelon. M thinks it's P. Mom thinks it's pretty. Wrong again. Heh. But P is your leash, huh? I had to get out of here, and I needed to get her out too. For how Spider decides she's no longer necessary. Tears, Yoshide, that blade must never be drawn on a whim. Soon I will forge another sword meant only for you, so you may keep it with you at all times. Can't you draw the blade, Dad? No, I cannot. None among the nurse fathers can draw that blade, save for one. On top of that, only you can wield it in all its proper might, Yoshihide. The name of that sword is Araya Shiki. Ooh, interesting. One of the rarest relics in existence, a pinnacle of its kind. That is a blade that cuts through all. A lot of relic stuff going on in this canto. And whatever cuts can never be made whole again. After that day, I drew the sword without warning. It decided the blade could only be unsheathed with the unanimous permission of all 5 nurse fathers. In return, however, it cuts your mind as well every time you use it. It cuts so smooth you won't even notice which memories have been severed away. That's why the house spider is going to decide when and where you may unsheath that sword, and we will do so with absolute caution. I'd only use that sword fewer than 10 times, just enough to count on my fingers. 4 times before Araya came, and 5 times after. Just last week, we went out together and tried that new weird snack for the first time. Why can't you remember? Said they were too sweet, but ate like 5 of them. I only got to eat 3. Day after day, the list of memories I wouldn't trade for anything keeps growing, piling, overlapping, and I realize time is running out. The nurse fathers may pretend to not care about Araya, but that spiral of doubt is primed for the impaling. Biding its time for that precise moment where they decided that their fetter around my feet has served its purpose. Araya, what do you want to be when you grow up? When I grow up, Mommy, I want to let Araya carry her own bag and grow up to become the person she wants to be. I want Araya to break free from the house spiders so she may find her own path in life. We've decided unanimously to commence the mission. You must draw the sword. 5 knots tying the blade, each distinct in shape, loosen themselves one after another. Aren't you going to ask me the questions today? What questions? You always ask the same thing during these missions. Will it ever end? Is there even an end? And if there is one, what will it look like? Did I really say all that? They say children start to talk less and grow distant from their parents when puberty hits. Is it finally happening to you, too? Huh? Every time I use this sword, a part of me gets sliced away. What makes you think my memories will be fine? What, did the stupid pager beep you to shut up when I ask you difficult questions? You've gotten a bit snappy, sweetie. I wonder how hurtful it would be if your daughter started talking like that to you someday. Don't bring Araya into this. Araya. Mommy, you always make scary faces when you take that sword. Come here. Wait in here for a bit. Safe? Mommy? It'll be another tide. It'll be quiet and dark, but when you're in here, everything passes quickly. Mommy used to hide here all the time. So stay in here and wait for me, Araya. I promise I'll come back for you. I'll be fine. I'll be waiting for you here, Mommy. And so, I followed each length of the rope that was bound to me. Tell me, why are you trying to leave? Huh, you know what? Be like that. Keep mum and brood in silence all you want. That brat you call your daughter. I'll find that little bundle liability, and I'll split her in half. She thinks she King Solomon. My eye! No! Eyeball. Cut. Were you mad at Daddy for something, buddy? Ah, please stop this vandalism, Yoshide. For over 10 years, I saw this magnum was only for your pleasure. Ooh, for Mr. I don't get emotional. He's getting pretty emotional over this. STFU. Sweetheart. You've hurt me enough. I'm in a lot of pain. Stop swinging that sword at me. You've still got one more of us to go through, don't you? Staggering took another step to the last of my nurse fathers. I cut out the tongue that lashed at me time and again. And then... No. Without ever spider thread. No. God! Araya. It was supposed to be her head. Perhaps there was some last drag of pity still left in me that I didn't cut through her brain. Or maybe after being the believer so long, I simply forgot that slicing the brain is the surest way to end a life. With my own two hands, I ended the life of my parent. A face like mine, a voice like mine, a sword style just like my own. Will my fate come to resemble hers as well? I drove the blade that cuts through all into her heart, and even made sure to give it a good twist. The dying sunset had a voice. It would sound just like this. Okay, there's our, like, huge backstory, like, exposition flash thingy that they like to do. A lot in that one cutscene, though. Temporal entanglement? Oh boy. Curious just what that's gonna, consist of. But I do think that's where we're gonna end it here. 4 more nodes here. Wouldn't be surprised if it was like a fight and then like 2 story nodes and then another fight. Something like that. I could see that. Because like this is probably gonna be... I mean, Temporal Entanglement makes me think it's gonna be more Pinky antics, but I guess we'll see. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!